people playing your game.
Yeah.
You've got these creators who play 10 to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But equally, we know that we have people who jump on a Sunday with their buddies and just want to have some fun. So we always try and find that sweet spot of our mechanics, where something like the train, anyone can jump on the train and have a fun time with the train.
Yeah.
But equally, we've made changes. For example,
ooh, it's happening.
Here we go.
Oh, hit the brake. Hit the brake.
Here we go.
Hit the brake. Oh.
Okay, now I hope she turns around the front. Oh, she's getting pushed from behind.
Oh, we've got a lot of action.
Oh, no! Oh,
I'm not sure that was the smart play.
No, they were both getting off of it.
Oh, okay.
That was smart. That was smart.
Okay.
Yeah, Noisy Butters was like, guys, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, not worth it. Yeah. Oh, man. That is going to be a sweaty drop.
Yeah, I mean, she was seconds away from pulling the brake there. And that would have just caused complete chaos for the map.
And pretty soon here, we're going to have probably a winner of our first match. So hopefully we get the news.
I mean, they've come here to win, right?
Yeah, we're jumping around between streams today, and hope you guys are obviously checking out your favorite creators' streams here at COD Next.
Really, really cool stuff. What else, I mean, like, should we be looking forward to here, right? Because I know, like, you guys are doing some creative things with, like, the contracts and different things like that to really get people in the game to move around, interact a bit more, cause some more chaos.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, you know, we started talking about some of our quality of life improvements.
Yes.
And I think one of the biggest cheers we got from this group was that we brought pistols underwater. So if you're swimming underwater, you will always have a pistol.
Nice.
And I did not expect that to be the biggest cheer, but it shows the love that this group and I think our wider community, it's reflective of them too, have for like those small detail touches that just improve the gameplay loop as a whole.
Yeah, quality of life's definitely been top of mind. You know, building this map out, it's as you said, it's something that Raven thinks about. You know, building Warzone from the ground up, and a lot of those quality of life changes that we've even made in the live game in the last year. Expect them in
carrying them forward. So everything that you've played and seen, like we've made over 100 quality of life improvements to the Warzone of this year. Everything carries into the Warzone of the year ahead of us. So
yeah. And also,
left behind.
You guys also were some of the movement as well, right? Because I'm noticing like the slides are going a little far.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like
So
that, yeah.
across the board, like anywhere where we could just tighten it up, and again, working with Sledgehammer, we've taken that opportunity.
That's really cool. I actually want to talk about that because I said earlier that, you know, Warzone shares the same foundation, that foundational gameplay with Modern Warfare 3, so movement mechanics, all of those things. But you've put your own, you know, touch on specific things tuned a little bit more specifically for VR. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about, you know, how some of those perks might work a little bit differently in Warzone specifically versus MP? Yeah.
So on the Warzone side, we felt that this time around was an opportunity to have some unique perks only for Warzone. Because again, it's a big map. We have different player styles, different motivations. So
different experience too.
My personal favorite is Combat Scout.
Okay.
Now, I'm adding that because I like it.
Okay.
That is very much a perk.
I also like it. I am not going to go on the internet for several hours after this.
That's the beauty of perks. Like the perk there should be variety. There should not be an optimized path. It should be that when you jump into the game, you don't know. You're going to be surprised what people have equipped. I expect some of this group will probably equip Shrouded, which is that when you get downed, you will automatically drop a smoke grenade. That adds a really new dimension to it. And equally, I think another one will be Resolute, which is when you get shot and you take a hit, you move faster to get out of dodge. So.
Oh, that's cool. So good opportunities for, especially for like field, like a wide open field traversal, get shot, get a speed boost, get down, potentially a smoke comes down, your teammate can back you up.
There you go.
That's really
the
cool.
kind of variety that we're looking for.
Yeah, well, I will definitely run with the smoke bomb one because I know that is going to be me.
I'll run the evasion perk.
You'll run the evasion one.
Drop some duos.
It'll be
There's going to be some interesting mixes.
Yeah, that's really cool. And it's almost like giving the character, giving the players, like, as it's been said time and time again, right, that freedom of choice to be able to get really clever with like how you want to approach that. And it feels like
play style
tune that play style. Feels like
player agency. We want the stories, etc.
Yeah, and we're back into Gulag again.
I see some tactical crouching.
Okay.
Preparing for battle.
Will we see the long-rumored Ascender the mythical. It's going to be a myth by the end. No one's going to believe us that it is actually an ascendant.
Got a Molotov out.
Players are
but
too
she's
good.
picking up that cash, so this is the cash gulag. But we're waiting to see.
Here we go. 1 second. The ropes come down. Grab it. Oh, she baited them. Oh, well played. Well played. The smile. Yeah, she baited them really good there.
I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing too, just gone straight
It was a
for
honey
the rope.
pot. It was like, oh, honey. I'm going to grab some honey.
But now she's got that cash, right? So she's got both of her. She's got one teammate down. She can go grab them if
back.
they don't get it out of the.
I think she's trying to get out of the gulag. Oh, someone just actually did a buyback, so she's got to be careful. Yeah, here you go. There's a fight going.
Here we see maybe somebody.
Yep, you can see the unsuppressed red dots on the mini map as well. Oh, the other teammate's down. Oh, she's pushing. Here we go.
This is ambitious because she's literally. I think, does she have any help here? I don't think she does.
They're both in the gulag.
Yeah, the gulag of life.
Yeah.
Big dive to get out of there.
Can she make a run to that buy station?
Nikari doing the hard carry here. Butters is back. She's just redeployed.
Yeah.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Very well played. That dive, I've been loving that we have the options of diving and sliding, you know?
Yes.
You can do some really funny things with the dive.
I love it. There's just ground loot. And in fact, maybe we can actually quickly talk about ground loot.
Yeah.
We've brought back weapon rarity.
Okay.
Yes, we will see colored loot.
You just saw it right there. Like she picked up the blue AR. It's one of those things that when you think about the looting gameplay, you need to be able to quickly see like what's that weapon, what's this item, etc. So even from a custom loadout perspective, you know, it's got that pink/magenta tooltip, that card that you can see.
I think they ended up losing both of their teammates there. Hate to see it, but.
So Ted, what are some of the things that we can expect to kind of stay the same here? Like I see buy stations, redeployable buy stations. Are they coming back?
Yes, they'll be there day one. We really see this as a continuation of the current Warzone, and then just leveled up, polished, all new movement, etc. on top.
Got it.
So something that a lot of people in this room care about.
Yeah.
That we worked super hard on in current Warzone and we think is awesome is the good old Champions Quest.
Oh, the Champions Quest.
We've had some amazing moments in the last year since we introduced it, and it's been really fun for a lot of people. But we want to open that up a little bit. What can you maybe breadcrumb us a little bit for what to expect with where you might take us with Champions Quest in the future?
So Champions Quest is something that we're going to be launching during the first season. So we don't want to reveal, oh, she's on the horizontal zip line. But I'll try and stay focused. There's so much going on. I saw the train. I was like, oh my God, the train. I want to ride a train again. But no, Champions Quest, it's been a huge success for us all year long. You know, that ability to nuke the map, the challenge of doing it is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what we want to do for next year's Champions Quest is allow players to steal it from the team who is doing the Champions Quest. You can only steal it once.
Okay.
So if you see, it's not going to change.
If you see a team is doing it, push them, be the first, take them down. They'll drop the contract, they'll drop the pieces. You can pick it up and try and take it through to the finish.
My goodness, I cannot wait.
All right.
And it gives people more options to get on something like Champions Quest. You know, they're not the only ones who get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Ted and I are going to squad up. We're going to get our
take them down.
Our first time CQ win.
Or potentially lose it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that negativity out there. I'm so sorry. Well, let's actually go ahead and check in on our TCL Power Hour and see how many challenges have been completed thus far for the days. And remember, for each one completed, you have a chance to win a 65-inch TCL TV. All you got to do is enter that hashtag CODNEXT and hashtag TCLX COD Sweepstakes. Once again, that's TCLX COD Sweepstakes. For each challenge completed during the TCL Power Hour, a winner will be randomly selected from all eligible entries received for a total of up to 9 winners. And thus far, we have 3 of our items picked up here. So it looks like we still. I didn't see which ones it was though. Was it the train? Did we get the train?
I hope so.
I hope we get it.
Can we see the card again?
Yeah. Actually, can we bring it up one more time? I just want to see what we have.
Here we go. Oh, we got
the contract. We did get a drivable train elimination.
Yeah, we watched it.
Oh, yeah, that was that.
Yeah, the pistol
For some reason, in my head, I thought it was run someone over with the drivable train.
I honestly did too.
That would be legendary.
If that happened and we don't know, I need to see the highlights. So I'll be busy later.
That would be the first ever. It would actually be kind of cool. But there you see it there. But for now, though, we're actually going to head on over to Miles, Lottie, and Nameless, as well well as Alley Cat for their thoughts on live gameplay for Warzone. What you got for us, guys? What you think?
Choo-choo! All aboard the new train. That's what I'm looking for, friends. I was discussing with this with you guys prior to we got on camera. It was like, are we going to drop train, win the fight, pump the brakes, take the cash, buy our gear, all aboard, next stop? It's going to be an amazing experience. Like, we're going to be able to finish on train. We're going to be able to rotate using the train. Francis Borgia's going to be out there well excited with the camera on his face because of the train. It's a big day for COD.
All right, audience, if you want the freest kill in the game, make sure you go to the train to find Miles.
The freest.
But I do want to say, I was hoping that it was going to be an actual, like, train, like you turn the train on and you run somebody over to get out that bingo card. But now I'm seeing EMD, the train track. So I'm guessing you throw the EMD, you can stop the whole train. So forget about the stop and the drive. I'm going to be sitting in a bush next to the train track. Like, all right, Miles, you want to rotate to another side of the map? Well, you got another thing coming.
Oh, that my train, my precious train. I'll have to give it a cool name. But yeah, really, really fun. I mean, like we've seen change after change when it comes to Warzone over the years. This one sort of feels, again, like movement's back. Everyone's super excited about that. Guns look really fun. But the increase in health, fights feel a little longer, you know?
That's the big thing, right? It's the quality of life, the presence that the game now has. And do you know what I've absolutely loved about Raven and the team up as well? Is the fact that they have not been afraid to bring things back, to bring things back that the community wants. And I think that is just incredible. They're listening and they care. And that is definitely coming across the screen. So for me, I think, you know, things like the red dots that we're seeing on the map, you know, unsuppressed fire. We're seeing also just small things like the blue plates that are also happening in the HUD. And it's minor things that make such a big difference to, I think, the community that grind Warzone. It is their life, it is their careers. Many of them in this room right now. It's massive, and it's really exciting to see.
Also, the quality of life upgrades. You know, we heard them talking about the unique perks that we're going to have in Warzone. Like the Shrouded is massive, right? You drop a smoke when you get knocked. We already do that in Warzone. We throw a smoke at our teammates. Sometimes you don't have one. Now that it's going to be an actual perk that you can grab, huge. Also, when you start to get shot, you talk about the health now, which is great, having 150 health. Well, now when you get shot, you move faster. So not only do you have that extra health to survive and evade enemies, you also have the faster movement with MW3 that they're bringing, and a perk that even allows you to get faster, because we know there are some players, come from myself, who's a bit more competitive. You like to get, you know, a little bit more aggressive and get in those 1v4 situations. You have the ability to do that, and it's all up to the player, which is great.
There is one more perk which wasn't brought up by Ted, but Irradiated, which has got something to do with how you interact with the gas, but more on that later. Ha ha ha. Like, plenty more cool changes though. I mean, like, we've seen different field upgrades, we've seen different, you know, kill streaks, the Guardian being involved as well. I mean, that's something that I think Black Ops 4 players remember a little differently. This one doesn't kill you though, this just slows you down. It's like a gigantic stun grenade spotlight.
Put it in a doorway, Miles.
Put it in a doorway, but the range on that bad boy is crazy. Look, if that thing's good enough to slow down the Incredible Hulk, it's good enough for COD. That's all I'm saying.
It certainly is indeed. I've just got to say that I'm so excited to see how our creators, our streamers, the community react to this, especially when you check the timeline and seeing kind of what the noise is about. And Ali, looking across Warzone right now and the way that Warzone has been pushed forward, not only in terms of the map, and, you know, a lot of people talking about Verdansk and how much they miss it, the nostalgia coming forward, I think, from Urzikstan really does kind of give that reminiscence of Verdansk in terms of the way it looks and feels, the openness. We also have moments and places like Superstore, etc. There are drops there for everyone who wants to get a battle in and perform at the highest level.
Yeah, and I think something that's crazy about Warzone specifically is the fact that, like, it's only been a couple of years it's been around, right? And I feel like it's continuously just getting better and small changes are being made for quality of life. And like you said, this does feel very reminiscent of Verdansk, but it has all the great changes like the guns, the blue guns on the ground. And we just saw a UI change, like the gas mask actually being on your face the entire time and you can see it on your screen. I will tell you right now, I'm somebody who has really bad object permanence. I would always forget that I'd have a gas mask. So now that it's like actually on your vision as well, so like it's a great reminder. Just really small things like that that can really change a game.
That's something that I think community members have been asking for, the amount of times players enter gas or whatever. A few more really nice quality of life changes. No matter what your loadout is, you'll see on screen right now, if you're in the water, you have a pistol no matter what. Whatever your loadout is, whether it's 2 primary weapons, whether you've got a melee, whatever it may be, there is a pistol at the ready when you do go underwater. Same for all the ladders as well. So that element of gameplay, I know Dude, the first time I had a circle out in the ocean in Al Mazrah, I dropped like a 12 kill spree because no one could get close. I was running around with a gulag pistol and it really worked. That is not the case anymore. Awesome quality of life change, whether it's gas masks, whether it's pistols. We're really just starting to learn our way around this place, and Sledge and the crew at Raven, great job in bringing all that to life.
And you know what? You talked about the gulag there. The gulag looks great.
Oh,
right?
my God.
I'm a big fan of, I know everybody likes different gulags that we've had throughout the years, but I'm a big fan of, like, let's just get into a gunfight. I see 2 walls in the middle. Let's just get into the gunfight, and better man gets out of the gulag. And we also see that they have the rope, the ascender, where you can just jump on the rope and get on out. A couple different strategies you could employ. Wait for the person to hop in the ascender and just shoot him as he tries to escape. But yeah, man, Warzone this year, it looks phenomenal. It feels like the answer to the call of the community. Everybody's just been wanting faster movement, you know, some of these new perks and being able to play it your own way. And I think a lot of the creators in here are having a blast getting into this new map.
It's just really fun as well to see different variants of the gulag, whether it's night operation one where, you know, you come in with an MVG, not that it's going to be that common. The idea that there's a cash gulag where there's money all over the place. I mean, yeah, I'm one of those players, I know a lot of my friends are, where you see it, you grab it, and that's going to encourage the loot. But there is a massive danger. We just saw one of our streamers leave the gulag with like 6.5K.
Your teammates
That's insane. You can buy the teammate back. That is a game-changing moment. That changes the way Warzone plays. And we want a little bit of random. You don't want us to be that predictable. The one thing you do want to be predictable is how efficiently you can take down your opponents.
Yes.
And that's been so nice to see. Headshot indicators now, when you see you got a double X on the hit marker, you know you're dealing damage to a head. The limb damage has all been uniformed across the board. So you're going to get a much stronger and more, you know, predictable feel of how my weapon performs, how my attachments perform with that weapon, and how I can employ that to the best of my ability and the best of the situation I'm in. It's just really nice, man. The last thing you're going to be doing is guessing in a game like this.
And I think, exactly, Miles, and I think something that may have went over a lot of people's heads when they were talking about it was the evasion in this version of Warzone is going to be way better than before. We talked about that perk, but also the horizontal zip lines. I mean, that's massive. They've had big upgrades to quality of life in terms of trying to get in fights and evade over the last years. Like we had the PRD where you can go up and redeploy yourself and fly away. I think all those things are going to be coming back, but now you also have the ability to hop in these horizontal zip lines that they've placed throughout the map. So, you know, if you get into a fight that maybe is pretty far out of the circle, you can take your time, finish that fight, and then strategically use those zip lines to get back towards circles. So I think that that's something, you know, it just piqued my interest in the way that I like to play the game.
You're talking about evasion as well, and for me, you know, going back to small things like the gas mask, you can now put the gas mask on, toggle it with tear gas. I mean, there's ways to make sure that you can survive. The survivability is so big. You know, no more wafting in front of the face. The gas mask will go on, and you are able to evade enemies and try and counter things that are coming away, because that's all that Warzone's about, right? It's being aggressive, but also countering pushes that are happening from left, right, and center.
I think a big point is like the controlled chaos in Warzone. That was something that always really stood out to me, is like it's really chaotic. You don't know where the gas is going to be. Where you land changes a lot of the time. The loot that's on the ground is, you know, pretty different most of the time. It's very unpredictable in that sense, but there's those predictabilities of having a horizontal zip line now, like knowing about the rotations. It's those little small things that you can control. And something I really enjoy is the fact that I feel like obviously most people's goal early game is to get your loadout drop, right? But again, with the amount of loot, I feel like there's a lot more loot on the ground as we've been watching gameplay. But again, the gun quality of life, the attachments and stuff, maybe not try prioritizing the loadout so much as getting to a certain stronghold or getting somewhere else on the map.
We're seeing Swag here with the MCR, and that's a single attachment on the weapon, and he's looking fantastic with that thing already. A lot of players have been talking about this. We saw Shotzi, there was a clip on Twitter not too long ago, or X.com, whatever it's called these days, talking about how auto-aim feels like it's been slightly reduced in this game. It's a little harder at certain ranges to land very accurate shots. That's really nice, man. I mean, that changes the way the game plays. More health, harder to shoot. The better you are, the better you're going to play, essentially.
Yeah, and you add that with that movement, I mean, there's going to be a decent skill gap, obviously, right? And I think that that's phenomenal. And like you said, we're watching Swag here. These are the guys that we're going to be learning from. You know, these creators that are in here figuring things out, what's going to be the meta, what people are using. And right now, he's rocking that MCR, and he is beaming. You said he only has one attachment on here. Going to get knocked, but, I mean, that thing is a laser. I mean, he was beaming, though.
He was beaming indeed. And you see him get knocked down, and potentially might do here as well. No, he does manage to get his teammates. He's going to be in the gulag. But I will say, when you are down, you do also have extra health now as well. There has not only just been health added into in general, but when you are knocked down, there is that, again, survivability. Your teammates can make plays around you.
Well, stop
and try to get
thirsting
you
me.
up.
Yeah, stop. There's I mean,
Exactly.
everyone needs a drink out there in Al Mazrah,
I'm
but
still
they're
gonna do it.
so very, very thirsty. Out here in Kazakhstan, it's a little different. We got a fun one though. This is Optic Blake going up against Swag in the Gulag.
Who you got?
I got Blake. I got Swag. Come on, Blake.
I think I got Blake.
Come on, Blake.
He's gonna send out.
If it was a sniper, I'd pick Blake.
That's my boy.
There it is.
That's
TST.
my boy.
You can't ever doubt Blake. Come on.
He had to deal 10 bullets, deal 250 damage there. So you're seeing like full plates when it comes to, you know, like the amount of health and lot. As you said, when you go down, I had the pleasure of downing an opponent in Warzone. I took a sniper rifle to the head. They didn't. I couldn't thirst them quickly enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is just going to change the way the game plays. I would love to see any. I mean, this is something that more folks out there are going to know how throwing knives impact. Because we saw that was the absolute way to play Warzone.
Really was the
down
meta.
players,
Throwing knife, I'm out.
immediately, recover that bad boy, get out and get on
Hope
to the
it's
next
still
target.
a one tap, man. I need it to be a one tap.
Why? No.
I like that. You
that's
know,
not
just running
fun.
around and I'm out. Yeah, we're seeing different areas of the map. You know, they talked about, I think it was Old and Newtown. I think is what it was called. They look
It's a night
absolutely
vision gulag.
fantastic.
Going dog.
It's a night.
He's out. Oh, ciao, peace. He's gone.
That was incredible.
That is a solo YOLO champion. That man knows pressure is nothing. Look at that. How fun was that? Dude, the night vision looks good.
Low Town.
My boy was out there. All sorts of good fun happening here. And again, look how dense the map is. That is a ton of buildings, though. I mean, you know what I did see, though? Even in the largest of buildings, not a huge amount of stairwells. That was a real pain point for many, many players. Between the horizontal, vertical zip lines, redeployment balloons, you name it. There are so many ways to traverse this colossal landscape.
And you know what else I see, Miles? I see a lot of rooftops. I see a lot of rooftops for those snipers. So even though that like there are denser areas, which might make it slightly more difficult, there's still plenty of opportunities for those crazy clips.
But you know what, Allie? I can just take one of those cranes and I can fly
Yeah.
right down to the rooftop. Seems like they have a decent amount of those placed around the map as well. We saw one on this screen right behind them. And, you know, obviously rooftops, there's some campers who like to sit up there, but there's ways that you can get up there and take them out now pretty nicely.
Yeah, and the drones as well. You can also get a drone in the sky and literally take the line right up there and try and get on a rooftop or try and counter a little bit yourself or fly away and evade, which is probably what I would be doing.
So we're still within the TCL Power Hour, looking to see if any more of those sort of the bingo card moments happen. Haven't seen anyone get a breacher drone elimination out.
Oh, come on.
Which is actually crazy because it's, I mean, from our experience, especially multiplayer, very easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all standing and messing with movement. I came in right through the breaches drone, 3-piece, like that thing is
Yeah,
crazy.
that was me.
On the
I was also a
on the
part of
bingo
that
card,
obliterated
I
squad.
don't know if you guys saw, but there's also somebody has to get a guardian kill. No, it's a guardian SC
Yeah, like an
elimination.
opponent who's affected by the
Yeah,
Guardian.
just kill him, yeah.
Oh, it does look like this might be a Juggernaut suit.
Oh yeah,
We are
It
minigun
certainly
to
looks
back.
like it, 'cause
he's
that
moving
minigun
fast.
is,
Boy, schmoving. I told you, you'll be schmoving like you've never schmooved before, COD fans, in this game. Everyone's very, you know, nimble on their feet, a lot of twinkle toes, and you can even dress for the occasion and put on even slicker shoes to improve movement, improve speed, strafe speed, how quiet you are, you name it. Dress for the occasion, COD fans. It's time to dress up and have a good time.
Certainly is indeed. I got to say, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Just in terms of just the style. You know, we heard actually Ted talk about the way that it looks, and it's all kind of part of a bigger picture, looking a little bit like Al Mazrah at times. We also have the Dansk as well coming through, but I think the colors are just in perfect balance, so I think it also looks stunning.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks are like, oh, we want to go back to Verdansk. Well, you're close enough. Kazakhstan is the country where Verdansk was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're
Are we
looking
back?
at
Yeah,
you.
we're back. We're totally back.
You're a lawhead as well, aren't you?
I really am. Like, I read all the signs. I mean, I read the bits of paper. I love all this. I really do, mate.
You know what else is interesting? Obviously, like the perks are named a little bit different in this game. How you have your gear and your vest.
line.
You're gonna be able to find the boots in Warzone, obviously, as well, and that is gonna shake things up, right? Because that prolonged slide, obviously, in the multiplayer and the arena gameplay, is gonna be different. But in Warzone, I mean, you have a lot of different like areas that you have to traverse where that slide can come into play. So I think that that's going to be really interesting when these guys get their hands on it.
As well as the climbing boots. We haven't actually seen too much of that, but what that does essentially is it speeds up your mantle ability, and you really do move crazy. I mean, Peter Parker will be climbing the side of some of those buildings and terrify you, Ali.
I share the same last name as him. Does that mean I am also Spider-Man?
Ever been bit by a spider?
Possibly.
Well,
Maybe you might.
I think we would know by now, Ali.
I also okay. beyond that, I wanted to point out the fact that who we were watching, they just did that play that we were talking about earlier, using the zip line to push a team, while another one kind of like just looks over the rest of the teammates making that push. So nice.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Very nice indeed. Well, that's a nice taste of Warzone. I mean, it's been very cool, very, very exciting. But that's going to be it for the Fireside Chat for now. It's back over to the desk, the Golden Point, Stephanie.
Thank you so much for that. And yeah, always great to hear, you know, the greatest minds in Call of Duty esports talking about a brand new Call of Duty game. What a time to be alive, of course, here. But yeah, and there's still so much more to talk about with Warzone stuff.
So much. We've got so much going on. We finally saw Night Vision Gulag. We got an Ascender overtime
That was cool.
win. It was the moment that Ted and I have been waiting for. We've been waiting to see this thing in action.
And you guys are calling it, man.
delivered.
The whole time you're like, this has to happen.
Yeah.
This has to happen.
I had my bingo card at the ready. I'm like ready to go.
They're too good. We haven't had a chance to get to the overtime mechanic in the Gulag yet.
It's wild.
It's very exciting. And in total, I'm happy to say, Ted, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 different Gulags.
Yes. With more to come in the season.
With more to come.
We want to make sure that this is an evolutionary part of Warzone. There's great ideas coming from everyone on the team because they're playing with the public event system, being like, oh, but we could do this and we could do this. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled because it's an exciting new feature for us. And we're back.
Back in the game.
Back in the action here. And
If so.
you know, one of the things that the chat was talking about, you know, was about quality of life features. We've been really harping on that because it is important, and a lot of the hardcore players care about those things. We actually saw it right there, right on cue.
Yeah.
I swear I did not rehearse that. Tell us about the way the backpack works now.
Yeah, this is a personal favorite of the team and mine. Like, we got together and we thought about what do we want the backpack experience to be like for this version of Warzone. And we did, like, the deepest dive, like, literally 3 days. And just all we did was talk about the backpack. And we've got an amazing UI team. And we just thought about, like, one of the frustrations has been that when you pick up ammo, it goes in your backpack. But then if you drop the gun, you drop the ammo. And then you have to pick up the ammo and you put whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, we should make space to have 5 dedicated ammo slots. So you can carry, I think, like, you know, historical Warzone, it was always nice to be the mule.
Yeah.
And, like, you carry ammo and your buddy goes, hey, you got any sniper ammo? And you're like, oh, sure, I've got some, and you can drop it for them. And, like, we just wanted to bring that back. And
You put me out of a job there, man.
But we kept the backpack because for us, the backpack opened up so many new opportunities, like, to be able to carry multiple lethals, multiple kill streaks. So it was like, how can we merge everything we've learned from Warzone over the last few years into like one cohesive.
And I think a lot of people are going to be very happy about that, just because, you know, I mean,
ease of management. You don't want to do the inventory management sometimes when you're in combat. You don't have time to stop, pick up your ammo again. And so I think that the backpack experience, you're definitely going to see that that's been refined. But there's some other really interesting tweaks to the UI as well. We obviously added the squad cache widget in the live game, which I think has been really useful. I'm bad at math. I love it. And we're seeing here too, armor plates back to blue. That's a big one for me. I love that.
It's the little things. I think when people get hands-on of this year of Warzone, I hope that they just love like everything, like the whole package that we're bringing for season 1 and day 1.
Yeah. Speaking of
the whole
things coming in season 1,
the
new package, we're hyped for the new map.
Yes.
But we also have a lot to offer, all different types of players. And I'm curious, Ted, if you can tell us what other maps we can expect once Urzikstan launches later this year.
So obviously on launch day, they're going to get the brand new big map experience of Urzikstan. Alongside it, we'll have Vondel.
Vondel!
We'll have Ashika.
Okay.
We'll both have Resurgence. And we'll also have Plunder. Because we know,
I love Plunder.
There is that core group.
I always lose, but I love it.
It's all about that money, Alex.
Yeah, it's
about
clearly
that cash.
getting that money.
Great cash, homie.
No, that is awesome. So more experiences, more different, more variety of ways for people to be able to play Warzone.
We've got so many different players, and they all play for so many different reasons. It was like, what can be the best version of Warzone on day 1? It was like, that's the package.
Awesome. So we got a really interesting preview there of maps and modes coming to Warzone when Season 1 launches later this year. And that includes, as you said, Vondel and Ashika Island staying put for Resurgence, Plunder Day 1, and obviously the new big map in Urzikstan. But Ted, I'm curious, as I'm sure many of the people behind me are here today. Warzone ranked.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, what's up with,
You said
with
it.
ranked in Warzone?
So all year long, we've had a great partnership with Treyarch. I think since we launched in Season 3 Reloaded, the feedback has just been incredible. It's been such a great experience to see people jump in.
Of course.
And we know that going into this new year of Warzone, we just want some time to kind of digest that initial feedback and that initial...
Let the map live.
Let it breathe. Let everything
people-
breathe,
All the
right?
systems, all the things.
Exactly. So we're excited to say that in early 2024, again, working with Treyarch, we're going to bring a brand new ranked experience into Warzone.
Nice.
But apart from that, lips are sealed.
Oh, I was going to try. I was going to try and pull a
You can
Stephanie
try.
and see what else I could get out
Maybe
of
at
it.
the
I really like
yeah,
to dig
maybe
in
after
there
You
for
really
that second.
I'm sure a lot of people are over the moon about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually catching up with TP yesterday, and he was telling me like how much like ranked Warzone has like helped, you know, to like really give him more things to do in the game, right? Because, you know, when you're a competitive guy, you just like to get sweaty and play some ranked games.
Like
right?
my buddies and I, who I play with back home in the UK, like when we play, it's like just that constant. Let's get to gold. Let's get to plat. Let's get to diamond.
Yeah,
and
the
like
climb.
just push
Yeah,
it.
I'm
And it's for
iridescent,
everyone.
so I don't have to deal with
Yeah,
that.
I'm actually top 250, but
Okay, yeah, we got a
It's a
couple
brag,
braggers
yeah.
over here. All right. Me, I'm dying on the train.
bottom
you know?
250.
You packing all my ammo mule. I'm out here with a couple gods, and I'm just getting finessed out in the streets. Hate to see it. That is excellent, and I think that for a lot of people who really cherish that hyper-competitive experience, you know, that's around the corner.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff.
I love some rooftop gameplay, and I'm
Oh,
getting a good taste
The
of it
vibes.
here. I
Getting
think
vibes here.
I referenced your vibes on the broadcast earlier.
Did
I don't
you?
know if you heard it.
I didn't
said
hear
it.
it.
I said,
Amazing.
oh,
Back in the good.
Back in the
It's
gulag.
locked and loaded, I think. Is it locked and loaded? I can't tell.
I see one attachment,
Okay, it's not locked and loaded.
not locked and loaded.
Sad face. It's one of my favorites. So for anyone who doesn't know, locked and loaded is you start with a fully loaded AR, fully loaded SMG, full armor,
Full armor.
which
So
is
it's
great for regain.
true 1v1. You keep the weapons.
Keep it all, and you
keep
go
the
back into the
armor
map with it.
after if you win the gulag.
Yes.
Absolutely
Or
wild.
when you win. Steph.
When you win.
When
When, yeah.
Specifically.
Okay. Yes, I always win, so I win my ones. It be like that.
That is awesome stuff. But I also, you know, with so much that has been shared, I can't help but feel like maybe there's just one more thing.
There's always one more.
Is there
thing.
one more thing? I knew I was on the
Alex.
money with this stuff. There had to be one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
What do we have?
I am excited to ask Ted, you know, before we let you go, is there anything else we should really know about 2024?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, to have this opportunity and for me to speak on behalf of Raven and the whole Warzone team. And I've said it already, you know, our goal is to make 2024 the best year of Warzone. So when we sat down, I thought about it, it's like, how do we deliver that to our players? So I'm
We're
really
delivering it to them in an encrypted message.
Yes. So
It's
next
true.
year we'll be adding Fortune's Keep to the Resurgence map rotation. It's back.
It's back. Fortune's Keep will return in early 2024, but that's not it, Ted. I see something else hiding here.
So the best part of this, by the way, is no one here knows.
Okay.
So after the one more thing, if that wasn't enough, we have Rebirth Island
Wow.
to satisfy a
Rebirth
dedicated community.
Island back in Call of Duty in the Resurgence rotation, coming later after Fortune's
yeah.
Keep,
So-
later in the year
So
in
early next
2024.
year, we'll have Fortune's Keep. Just following, we'll have Rebirth Island. And I'd love to just give such a big shout out to our partners and friends at Hyman Studios and Beanox, because without them, those maps would not be possible. So big kudos to those guys.
I am hype. I think the community is hype. We know they have been itching to have their hands on Rebirth Island. And speaking of Rebirth Island, I think we're going to hear some exciting stuff coming up next.
Yeah, I'm over the moon. That seems exciting.
It's a mic drop.
Yeah,
I
no, it
just
really
can't drop
is.
the headset.
I know
That'd
you
be
can't. You
weird.
can't
Yeah.
drop the mic
Does
Does
because
this flip? Can I flip?
no, we still have one more thing to do. There's still a few more things to do. But oh wow. Well, firstly, you know, I want to thank you for
Thank you.
that. But first, before we do anything else, let's actually do one last check-in on the TCL Power Hour. See how many challenges were completed. Okay, so a little.
We're still at 3.
We're still at 3. Wait 4? Ah, okay.
The buyback on the
the
drivable
buyback
train.
on the train. There is, of course, the buy station on the train, almost like that movable POI.
I'm shocked
So
we didn't get a
example-
breacher drone elimination. That just seemed like a gimme.
gimme.
you
Yeah,
know?
it really
And,
did.
and the big game bounty, you'd have thought like someone would hear
Yeah.
it.
No.
But you know what? It's all new gameplay. This is the first time
all
everybody's seeing
discovering
this
it for
in
the
room.
first time.
They're learning it for this first time, and so are the folks at home, and so more to come.
Yeah, that's right. Well, of course, we want to thank you all for playing along. And as a reminder, for each challenge completed during the TCL Power Hour, a winner will be randomly selected. So what, I counted 4? I think it was 4
There was
spots.
4, yeah.
So there you go. Look at that there. And that's going to be picked from all eligible entries for a total of up to 9 winners. Now, of course, to enter, make sure you tweet using the hashtags CODNext as well as hashtag TCLX COD Sweepstakes. Once again, TCLX COD Sweepstakes. It's very, very important to include that hashtag. Good luck to everyone, and I hope you get yourself an awesome TCL TV. But that, of course, was an amazing first look at Urzikstan and what players can expect from Warzone in the future. Ted, before you go, I just want to thank you so much. You know, what I told Kevin and Miles earlier, just that passion, all the devs that have come up here, that passion for what you guys do, it bleeds through in everything and the way you talk about it. So thank you for sharing that love with us,
if I
man.
can say thank you to everyone at Raven Software, every studio that's been contributing this year. We're one big family, and just this is the greatest privilege of my career to be here today with you. So grateful for you as well.
Thank you, Ted. It's awesome.
Yeah, well,
Can't wait to dive in.
We are definitely grateful to have you and all the devs here to talk about this amazing game. It's been such a fun time. But for now, though, let's actually head down to Maven, who's going to put a couple streamers on the spot in the hot and ready seat, presented by Little Caesars. Maven, who you got?
Thank you so much, Alex. I have Sally as a dog. You're going to be the Urzikstan Reaper. I got a feeling. What are you loving so far on the map?
The movement is great. The sniping looked amazing. I didn't love that I lost my gulag, but everything else was great.
What happened in the gulag, Sally? Take me through it.
I got absolutely turned down by Smixy. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It happens to the best of us. But listen, I know you haven't. You've been someone that's grinded a lot of Warzone. You've taken a step back kind of this year, not putting as much time. Is it feeling just a little bit of hands-on? Like, is the grind coming back? Are you going to be carrying myself and Merc on the map?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to carry you and Joe in my backpack. It's large. It's basically a duffel bag anytime, yeah.
So what did you get hands-on with? Did you, outside the gulag, lost a little bit of time with the sniper? A little time with the AR? Like, what were you feeling the best of there? What's Sally as a dog's like go-to repertoire?
So I picked up a sniper, dropped it, regretted it because when I died, I saw Reed Boy just popping heads all over the map. So that's what I'm going to get back on and try. But yeah, really looking to get going, grind this game out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't sniped much as I used to. Like in the past, putting in so much time. Now let's take a look. Oh, listen, he's got great legs too. But the chair, look at this thing. It's a Little Caesars hot seat. You were a little bit worried if you were going to actually be able to sit in it. If you were to fit it, if it had been tested, you asked me. But how's it feel?
It feels comfortable, ergonomic, and stylish all in one, yeah. No, pizza.
You're looking absolutely fantastic. Hey, Sally, it's been amazing. Excited to see what you're going to do this year. You're one of my favorite content creators. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Oh, that was beautiful. Let's get it over to Shift. I believe he's now with Tommy.
Yeah, Maven, I'm not going to lie. You may want Sally to carry you, but there is no better person in the history of Warzone to carry a duo or a trio than this guy right here. Tommy, first day, hands on the game, initial thoughts and reactions. Let me have it.
I'm loving it. The movement, the fluidity of it, the visibility of the game, everything's just so much better and everything that everyone wanted, I feel.
So, again, you were day one, Warzone OG. You played every map, including all the small things. We heard the teases, Unfortunate's Keep, Rebirth Island. If you were to tell the people at home, though, like, what does this map most feel like compared to other maps in the previous instances, where would you kind of go to?
I feel like from the amount I've played, it's like a throwback to Verdansk, but with improvements. And the size of the map, there's not many dead areas, I'd say it looks like, from what I've played so far. Obviously, it's a little early to say too much on it, but I'd say it's a little bit of a throwback.
Fair enough. Final points. What are like your biggest overall takeaways, especially from the competitive side? I know there's people wanting to say, let me get into ranked, let me get back up to those statuses again. Where are you feeling the biggest differences, either mechanically or maybe just aesthetically on the map right now?
I mean, from the mechanics we've got so far, I feel like a lot of the competitive players, pro players, they're going to love it. I mean, they're going to find out their own little ways to move and how to improve the movement on the map. But just off the base, it's so much smoother, nicer. You get around the map much quicker, so it's real good.
Fair enough. Tommy, thanks so much for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the stream. And hey, with that, we're going to go back up to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on, of course, what they saw with Warzone. But before we come back, we also have the Warzone mobile team. But of course, first, before we jump into all that, a quick word from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX, the official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers. TCL, play like a pro on the big screen with TCL Q-Class QLED TVs, up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to mvmt.com/COD to see the limited edition Watch collab. Backbone, level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And Lovesack. Lovesack Stealth Tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. We have just witnessed a full hour of all good, brand new Warzone action there on Urzikstan and much, much more. I don't know where to begin. We haven't got too much time to get through this one, guys. So, Lottie, you take it away from me. I'm going to put my microphone down.
I certainly will. Do you know what? I'm just thrilled, to be honest. And I'm sure Ted was on the desk watching some of those interviews with anticipation, thinking, how are they going to feel about it? You know, I've told them all this stuff on the desk, but, you know, how are they feeling about playing it? And I've got to say the reception has been phenomenal so far. And I think none of us are surprised, to be honest. I think with the quality of life updates, things that have been said for so long with the community, and it's come through and it's pulled through for them, of course they're going to be happy. But for me, that is a huge, huge dub, and I love to see that for Warzone.
I mean, Lottie, think about it. If we just had the new movement, people would have been happy. We got a brand spanking new map as well. So many new things. And I really appreciate Ted going up there and explaining all that in such good detail, because I learned so much about it. You know, got to play it for a little bit, and it felt absolutely phenomenal. There's so much we're going to learn as well once we get our hands on it. So Warzone seems to be in a fantastic spot, Allie.
No, really. And I know Golden Boy used the word genuine a lot, and for the devs, especially to feel their passion. I was on Twitter a bit, and let me just say, or X, whatever we're calling it at this point.
Whatever.
But I could feel the excitement from the community seeing it, like genuine, true excitement. And as we heard it in the interviews as well, like to hear it from the creators and pros in Warzone themselves, like it truly looks at its base off of release, like in beta. It's going to be so much fun.
I know, beta's real close as well. I mean, this is the candy shop, and today we are all the kids. Very, very cool stuff. Can't wait. Really can't wait to get into Urzikstan properly. But we've got plenty of stuff to still get through today. So we've got all sorts of cool goodies to give away. We've got lots of news. And for those of you wondering about how you can play MW3, I want to remind everyone again that early access to the multiplayer beta kicks off tomorrow. That is for PlayStation players. Next week for Xbox and PC players. You've seen a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week. We've got tons of maps, all sorts of goodies. Get involved. It's going to be an absolute blast. Don't forget to check out the Call of Duty blog for more details.
Tons of details to make sure you're listening up to, including the fact that you guys can purchase and pick up Modern Warfare 3 at GameStop and participating international retailers on November 10th to get a GameStop exclusive collectible steelbook while supplies last. See GameStop and participating international retail web pages for promotional offer details.
Woo! Well, we also wanted to mention once again the awesome partnerships between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. If you haven't already seen this, very, very cool collaboration here. Hundreds, they've taken, I mean, look, some of the coolest icons throughout Call of Duty. Ghost is in there now. This is a limited edition collab between Hundreds, and you have a chance to win one of these. There are 50 sets available. Follow at Call of Duty on X/Twitter. Tweet #CODNext and #sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel, tweet the hashtags for a chance to win a set of this awesome lineup. I've been downstairs, I've touched them all, and they're all a delight.
They are looking absolutely incredible. I can see some of you guys running those. They are fresh, to say the least. I don't know. I need to try and talk to some people at the back, use some of my contacts here, because I want to get my hands on that as well. But I've got to say, the day of Call of Duty action, it does not stop here with Call of Duty Next. Immediately following Next will be Code Bowl for you. Have it, presented by USAA. Join top Call of Duty streamers and military esports teams as they compete for the coveted Code Bowl trophy. 100% of the net proceeds from the tournament will go towards placing more veterans into high-quality jobs.
RAF going back to back? I hope so, ladies and gentlemen. First, though, a quick word from our sponsors. And after that, we send it back down to the desk one more time, this time to Beef Mummy with a very special guest from the Warzone mobile team to give us an update on all things that have been going on with the Warzone mobile world, as well as a very special announcement before we get to kick off that mobile gameplay. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 3. NVIDIA GeForce. Level up your Modern Warfare 3 PC experience with performance multiplying DLSS 3 and latency reducing reflex. Herman Miller Embody gaming chairs are being used at today's event. Check out Herman Miller Gaming's entire portfolio of products at hermanmiller.com/gaming. And Elgato, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next.
Hello, you beautiful gamers. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. There's a lot of screaming and passion here in the studio, but let's revert back to where we actually started in the first place. 4 years ago, Call of Duty Mobile hit the scene and gave us the first taste of what the Call of Duty experience could look and feel like on a mobile device. To celebrate this anniversary, here is a look back at some highlights from the past 4 years.
That looks sick. Yo, that thing's crazy. I can't believe this skin. On a mobile game?
Man, actual goosebumps right now. But before we start, I just want to introduce the very talented people in my desk right now. We got I Hold Shift right here alongside SVP and co-studio head of mobile, Chris Plummer. Welcome, Chris. How's it going? I've been talking to you for about a year now. The game looks honestly super amazing.
You know, it's hard to believe it's been 4 years since we launched Call of Duty Mobile. It's been an amazing journey. You know, one that attracted 650 million installs. I mean, more than that. It's actually, if you put it in perspective, it's like taking the entire population of the United States and Western Europe and combining it. It's unbelievable. And we have really our fans around the world to thank for that and for welcoming Call of Duty into their mobile lives. We really appreciate that. As we look into year 4, we're really excited about all the new content coming. We have exciting new seasons. We have all new original content. And really it's going to be exciting to see how players engage with that and we really cement Call of Duty Mobile as always being an important part of the franchise and really cementing it into the future.
And well, speaking of like time in general, right? You were talking about the future, but let's talk about the past for a tiny bit. Just about a year ago, you unveiled a new, but in many ways a really ambitious project in the form of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Walk me in through it. What's been going on in there?
So Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, it's now in limited release in some select markets. And it's really been exciting to see our early adopters get their hands on some of the things we talked about last year, but now proving it out. We're talking about shared progression, cross-progression, shared battle pass with the console and PC titles. You can get all of that on Call of Duty Mobile now, or Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we've been doing it now since the release of Modern Warfare 2. So it's been really exciting to see that cross-progression playing out in the wild. And we've also been watching the players jump into those 120 player matches against real human opponents. We know humans are more fun to fight against than bots, and it's really been amazing to watch that at scale. And doing it on the legendary Verdansk map. I mean, we all love that map. It's been fun to see that play out. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. We've also gotten a treasure trove of feedback. I mean, we get feedback from our community, from our team members, from influencers. It's been great to see that community feedback come through too. And, you know, we've always been committed to telling our community, you know, what's happening, giving them the latest developments. And I know it's been a while, but we had some things we wanted to say today, so we're glad to be back.
Yeah, Chris, you touch on a lot of different things, and it's always fun to hear the dev team talk specifically about, we hear you, we see you, but I need to know more. We'll take a little peek behind the curtain. What are some of the big updates that we should be looking forward to?
Well, first off, the graphics are looking better than ever. Since last year, the game is now rendering at significantly higher fidelity. This is to make sure that you don't miss a single frame of the action. You know, there's more pop, there's more sizzle, there's a lot more fluidity, a lot more detail. And the team was able to pull that off on a significantly lower install footprint. It's actually saving over 6 gigabytes of data on your device, and that's thanks to Warzone Mobile's new caching system. So that's been great. The improvements don't stop there. The team's also been hard at work on a lot of polish and improvements to everything from the way the game plays and feels, the responsiveness, and even the menus, so that it flows really well. A great example of that is we now have the Gear Up menu. So from one tap, you can access all of your gear, you know, all your stuff that you earn. It's now right there. You can tweak your loadouts. You can customize all of your weapons in Gunsmith. Gunsmith is also obviously super important. We didn't have that last year. We've got it now. So it really makes it a fully well-rounded experience and makes sure that everything feels just right. And yeah, it's just awesome. You can check it out now.
Now, throughout all of what we just saw, last year you guys came out and revealed Verdansk, but I got to talk more game modes. I saw Elisilo on there with some domination. What do you guys got cooked up besides Warzone?
Well, you know, it wouldn't be Call of Duty without multiplayer. And so now to complement the Warzone Battle Royale, which is kind of the backbone of the experience, we now have in Warzone Mobile the full multiplayer experience that our plans know and expect. So we're talking about jumping into these really familiar maps for these frenetic battles. You can get in with your friends in and out real quick, or you can play all night long. And we're talking your favorite maps, most recent and familiar maps like, you know, Shoot House and Shipment, and it's all in there right now. And so you, in addition to Battle Royale, you can play MP. We even have the Shoot to Ship playlist, which is perfect for grinding out those camos, regardless of what platform you're on. You might be on the go, on the train, you know, go in, grind a camo out. It's really great.
I mean, definitely when you're talking about that cross progression, that is definitely one thing that we already saw last year in November. We were talking about it before we actually went here on the desk, is a significant part of the game. And now we're seeing all of these features being embellished, being tweaked, really good and polished. But the question on everyone's minds, I got to put you on the hot seat here, Chris. I have to ask, when is Warzone Mobile dropping and available for everyone to play?
Well, we understand that everyone wants to know when Warzone Mobile will be available worldwide, and you know, we hear you. We know that's important. You know, the beauty of our limited release is it's given us a unique opportunity to see the true strengths and opportunities for improvement in the game. And over recent months, we've really discovered some just huge opportunities to make the game even better, and we took full advantage. I think what you will see today is that was time well spent. The game is now massively involved. It is advanced in every way since we showed it last time. And we just really have a few more things we want to polish up before we release around the world in spring of 2024.
So the big thing about this is I know we pre-registered last year when you went through this whole thing, and there are a lot of cool exclusive rewards that came out with that. But the window's still open. People can still register today.
Oh, absolutely. You can still pre-register and pre-order on Google Play and Apple App Stores. If you do that, it helps unlock for the community some exclusive pre-reg rewards, which is awesome. So if you have not pre-ordered yet, get out your phone. You should do it right now. You see the code on the screen. It's free. You got to get in on it because it's been like such a huge reaction. When we first announced our pre-order this event last year, we were the fastest Activision, Blizzard, or King game to get to 15 million pre-registrations. Super excited. But then tens of millions more players piled in. And believe it or not, the audience has now gotten to this like mind-shattering 45 million pre-registrations. So you got to join the 45 million if you're not in it yet and pre-register for free. And I just want to say, like, on behalf of Beanox, Digital Legends, Activision Shanghai Studio, and Solid State Studios, the entire development team working on this game finds it so motivating to see those pre-order numbers. We want you guys to pile in. It's so motivating for us, and we're just so appreciative, and we thank you all for the feedback and the patience as we approach that worldwide release announcement.
Well, Chris, we have to give you a massive thank you for coming on and kind of just giving us the front-loaded side of everything. But I know that's not it. The theme of the day has been there's always one more thing, or at least one more thing. Anything else kind of close and dear to your heart that you want to share with us today?
As a matter of fact, there's something that we want to disclose today. Yeah, I mean, what's awesome about Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is we really want to have this full experience, and now we have something that's a huge new addition to the offering that's combines sort of the best elements of Warzone Battle Royale with your favorite NP matches and kind of puts those together in one like amazing, combined experience. It's something that's actually really familiar to fans of the franchise. You might even heard a tease about this from the Warzone section earlier today, but we are really excited to bring it to Call of Duty Warzone Mobile now. And so what we'll do is we'll give you a sneak peek of that, and then we'll get in for some hands-on frenetic gameplay action. So we'll take it away.
If you try to have a war, it's a war zone. Never take a loss, it's a lesson. I got more to go. I had it when I'm on, I got you scared straight. If I'm never not on point, it's a red line. Moving here with a fit face. If you try to have a war, it's a war zone. Gatekeepers on trying to keep the door closed. Bleed on my own trust. Trying to have a war, it's a war zone.
We can't wait to drop in on Rebirth Island. But joining us now are some of the incredible minds behind Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Welcome Beatriz Gonzalez from Digital Legends and Tom Hess from Solid State Studios. Thank you both for being here. I know it has been a long journey for you guys, but I just want to start with you, Tom. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, we're super excited. We've been working on this game for a long time, so excited to see people playing it, and yeah, really excited to be here. So.
How about you, B? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I think this is a great opportunity for us to connect with the players and soak up with this amazing atmosphere that we have here today. So pretty good.
I got to dig into the meat and potatoes here, friends.
All right.
Because you hear Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, but some of the gameplay that we just saw included multiplayer. But Tom, I know that's not it. You guys are working on the BR side, the multiplayer side, and so much more. What do you guys have cooking up?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we have Battle Royale, which is kind of the main staple. It is everything that players are accustomed to in Warzone Battle Royale. And what that means is we've got loadouts, we've got contracts, we've got kill streaks, we've got the buy station, and we even have the original gulag. So I think players are going to love it. Yeah.
That's so cool. I know that that's always been one of the things nostalgic-wise. People see the word Verdansk and they assume that it's going to come with all the bells and whistles, and this time it sounds like it has.
Yeah, we've got it all, so it's exciting. Yeah.
Sweet
Looking
stuff.
at the screen, though, you can see how good the graphics are. Everything seems to be very much optimized. I remember playing this yesterday, and it felt so different compared to the last time I actually played this game. And like what you already mentioned, multiplayer is already part of the game. You already know me. You asked me before the broadcast, what's your favorite game mode? For me, it's Hardpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are with, every Call of Duty has to have the modes, so we've got that in multiplayer. We've got Team Deathmatch, we've got Kill Confirmed, we've got Hardpoint, we got Search and Destroy, and we got Domination. And then, we're going to be coming out with new modes over time that I think players are going to love.
So tell me a little bit more here, because I know that there's so much bundled into all of this.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like we're approaching this as not a mobile game, but there's Mobile Royale as well that you were talking about
Yeah,
before.
we're really excited about that. That is a game unique to mobile players. It is for players that want a shorter session or are on the go, but still offers everything that makes Battle Royale great. So you get all the same features and mechanics from Battle Royale, but it's just at a little quicker pace, meant for mobile players that we think is going to be really exciting for that audience.
You already mentioned it a while ago that, yes, we have so many new things, new modes here in Warzone Mobile, but Christian actually mentioned it, and we saw the trailer for it. We saw Rebirth being played a while ago, so how is that going to be like?
Yeah, we're excited today to announce that we're going to have Resurgence mode in Rebirth. It's like the perfect mix of multiplayer and Battle Royale that is 100% unique to Call of Duty. Players are already playing it right now, and we're excited to reveal that. So,
a lot of new things happening here, and one of my personal favorites here in COD, uniquely, is definitely the loadouts for all those different game modes. Can you tell me more about what features like Gunsmith will look like for mobile players?
yeah, we have it all. We have it all. So Gunsmith, you're able to unlock all the attachments you can in mainline. You can get do the camo grinding, unlock the camo. You can get the stickers. You can get all the different things to make it your own, customize it to your type of gameplay, and just go out there and have a great time with any weapon you want. So.
And on top of that, the 120 real players that was touched upon, that's not just like we hope to have 120 real players. That's already happening with the limited release.
120 players, yeah, it's great. It's a ton of fun. The players have already been telling us they know when they take someone down that was a real player,
Yeah.
And so we think a win means so much more when you do it that way. So we're excited about 120 players.
And something that you have to deal with when you're actually going up against a 1v, how many players in this map who are, yes, real people, you need to have really good movement.
Yep.
And one thing that stood out to me the most while playing Warzone Mobile was how accurate it was compared to Warzone on console and PC. So how was it like going through all of that?
Yeah, well, you're seeing everyone out here playing Call of Duty right now. And one of the things that is true about this all is that we are using a shared tech. And with that shared tech, we get all the great fluid movement, animation, everything that has become Call of Duty on multiplayers is in the mobile game. So right now, when you launch Call of Duty Mobile, you're going to see some of the greatest animations and movements throughout the map. So we're excited about that feature.
And I want to say, when we were looking through some of the gameplay, I saw a couple of vehicles smoking. So it's not just movement on the ground with boots. You guys added a whole couple of vehicle physics as well.
Yeah, we've taken vehicles to the next level. You can, take out the tires in a vehicle and disable it and then go in for the kill. Or if you just want to take out the vehicle itself and take out everyone in it, you can do that too. So it's up to you. A lot of different ways to play with those vehicles.
And guys, it's just... I think if anyone maybe missed the fact that we swapped to Warzone Mobile, they'd be like, wow, this still, like, what am I watching? This still looks like regular Warzone. The graphic fidelity is unbelievable, B. Compared to last year on top of it, I mean, I'm hard-pressed to, pinch myself to think there's no way this is a mobile game.
Yeah, I mean, since you last saw it last year, I don't know where my thing is. Okay, here.
There you go.
Okay, so since you last saw it last year, we've increased the base resolution. So what you hear is a lot more sharper, and the version that these guys are playing here is a whole new map version. So we've increased the texture quality. We've done a whole relighting pass. We have reflection pros. Is a lot of work that's gone into what you're seeing here on your screen. So the team's done an amazing job. And there is another key thing here that contributes to this beautiful image that you're seeing, which is that the engine will scale a bit dynamically, the fidelity, the core usage, a ton of things, so you can have a better balance between graphics and performance and battery. And the neat thing is that now the users, since quite recently, they can choose what they want to prioritize with the new graphic settings.
Absolutely. I mean, okay, so Shift, you brought up a really good point. You said that it did look like Warzone. When I was looking at it, I had to double check my screen. It's like, is this Warzone Mobile or not? And you mentioned it's so good, B. Like, everything else looks so good on screen. And before the show, I was putting up on YouTube Call of Duty Warzone Mobile on YouTube, and the first thing that you would always see is gameplay, ultra max settings right there, and it always looks so crisp, so good. But one thing that I have to ask that is something that will definitely be a question in everyone's head is not everyone has access to the highest end devices. And the question that a lot of people may ask is, can I play it on my device?
Yeah, that's all right. We got your back. So in our limited release countries, we're already running over 6 generations of devices, and we've been increasing the device support. So if you have something like an iPhone 8 Plus, or you have like a Samsung A71, come join us. Come join the game. We got you. And you know, regardless of what device you're bringing, we are working continuously on performance. So we even managed in some devices to double it from 30 FPS to 60. So, you know, and we are keeping always working on performance. So we're trying to get as many people as possible to enjoy a very nice and smooth ride when they play the game.
And all players must probably like hearing that statement. And you mentioned that there are settings to optimize a player's device. So to ensure the best possible experience, can you go into more detail on those?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, with the introduction of the graphics settings, we put the power in the hands of the user to choose what they want to prioritize for their device, right? So they have like a custom experience. Right now, they can choose between battery or graphics quality or performance, and in the upcoming versions, they're going to have more options to choose from, so we offer better granularity. And, you know, regardless of what you try to choose to prioritize, we have put systems in place, a new optimization, so you are getting like a much better session, much finer graphics, much better performance throughout more of your session.
It's just, I think a lot of people that maybe are traditional Warzone players, they go to update the game on PC, and it's like, this is going to take 3 hours to do. So how have you guys managed to deal with the capacity, the size, the things that come with, like, I only have a phone, how do I store this? Because, I mean, let's be honest, we assume we see the name Warzone, and it's going to be a huge file, but you guys have really combated against that.
Yeah, so we heard that, this from the community, and if you go now to download it from the store, it would be about 40% smaller than it was a few months back.
That's unreal.
Yeah. So you can store more of your cat pictures, no problem.
I have a ton of cat pictures.
Yeah,
tons of cat
pictures. But I feel like whatever you guys said today is just so valuable for everyone in the community to actually hear. So B and Tom, thank you so much for joining us. But right now, I feel like when it comes to everything together, polishing everything up, what are your final emotions leading up to it? I want to start with you, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a lot of work from the team and what we've put into this game, and watching players today play it, watching other people be able to tune in and see it. It's really exciting for us. We're so excited of what we've built and what is yet to come. So.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, to me, hearing the excitement in the atmosphere here is super revitalizing, and it sort of reminds you what we're doing, what we do, right? And we do it for the players. And so we are very excited for this.
I think the craziest thing, again, for me, I kind of keep going back to the fact that this is just, it's so much more than just Warzone with the Battle Royale. I mean, if you could take a time to sell this product in your own words to those people that maybe have never touched COD Mobile before, how would you best frame it to somebody who has not gotten their fingers on a phone playing this game yet?
Yeah, I mean, it offers a lot. It offers, like I said, the Battle Royale, the Mobile Royale for the shorter sessions, the multiplayer, and we're just going to keep growing it over time.
Yeah.
So, it's a great, I think, addition to the franchise.
And it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
Oh, yeah. You already know that on my way home, I'm going to be playing some Warzone Mobile on my phone for sure, since we are on a very tight schedule. There's times that I really want to play at home. I really want to grind Call of Duty on my PC, but I just don't have the time. So it's the perfect opportunity to actually bridge players who otherwise have never heard of mobile, doesn't even know that a tech like this actually is on screen. So yeah, it looks super cool right now. I mean, B, you already said it. It's optimized for people who have lower end devices. You could actually play this. It's actually amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely. And what you said there about the space, I mean, we've done a lot of work on that area. We put like a cache system. We put, a high-res asset streamer. It's a whole, like a lot of work and a lot of care is being put into this game. So as many people as possible can enjoy it.
I think the coolest thing, too, is that even though you guys are going for the maximum package of being able to put all these great graphics into it, making sure that Warzone plays like Warzone, it's not out of touch with what a mobile gamer would want. The mini Royale style of it, the mobile Royale, rather. I think that's a really cool way to kind of keep it authentic and organic to a mobile experience. Can you guys kind of talk through the decision-making process of being able to include all those extra puzzle pieces?
Yeah. I mean, when we look at play patterns of mobile players, it's different. You're not always just sitting down and playing for a couple hours. You just want to jump in and jump out, and we really wanted to make sure that the game had features and game modes that handled that. So, that's what we've got. But it's not just for, I think, mobile players. Even if you are a console or PC player, and you're on the go and you're not at home on your computer and you want to grind camos, jump on in. It's the same game, right? So
I would beg to disagree. I spend hours on my mobile device. I feel like everyone else in the mobile community could actually kind of say the same. But you brought up a really good point. The question is, this is a really good bridge to have. The fact that you could play Warzone Mobile right in your hand, grind those camos at the same time. You could go at home, you keep reiterating it just because of how big of a deal it is. And it is just so unique to both of the games. But again, a question to both of you. Just feel free to answer here because at this point, I have so many questions in my head. So what makes it so unique? What does Warzone Mobile actually have compared to Warzone in general in PC or console?
Do you want to go ahead?
No, go for it. Go for it. I leave it to the expert.
I mean, we're a free-to-play game on mobile, and we've got both Warzone. We've got all the different game modes that come with that. We've got multiplayer, which I think is a big standout, and we've got mobile-only content, which you hear about more in the coming talks. But I think it really does a good job standing out as a mobile product against the other products out there. So we're excited about it.
My anticipations are just like, I don't know what to expect out of you guys next. Because I feel like every time there's like a major content drop from the mobile space, it's like something completely groundbreaking to like what Call of Duty was before. Like even in the teaser after Chris's segment, seeing some like a reflection back to some of the streamers' reactions to camos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just unreal what you guys were able to do. Again, it's just, this is on a handheld device. Like it blows my mind. From someone who's not an authentic and normal into the space as a mobile gamer first and picking it up as kind of a side hobby, I mean, it's unbelievable what you guys have been done, especially from the graphics side. That continues to blow my mind.
Yeah, that was our goal, basically, to blow people's minds and get as good as you possibly can.
I mean, we're already talking about all of these graphic things, and we're asking a lot of questions to our devs, but Shift, I have a question for you, buddy.
Tell me.
I mean, because you've been playing this game. You've been playing COD in general for the longest time. And now you're seeing games like Call of Duty Mobile. You're seeing games like Warzone Mobile. How does it feel like? The nostalgia factor bringing back into this mobile games must be insane.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I think the biggest thing in kind of seeing the reaction from like, especially our normal Warzone creators, is that they were watching over the shoulder of some of the mobile players that are here. And they're like, we've been asking for Verdansk-style gameplay for so long. And I think you're going to get a lot of people like scratching an itch saying, wait a second, the game looks this good. It's going to feel that good. And they're watching players move around like they used to. It's really awesome to see that bridge kind of surface and kind of get in between what was and what is now there. And that's always been kind of a staple for COD Mobile. And I think that's super exciting, especially from like the design element of where your guys' focus has been from the get-go.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to like the focus and all of that, right? It is important that when it comes to a game, how you're going to be able
Let's see what the Ramanes can do with this.
Πού γίγνος και τι πρώτη. Ρίου εγώδη μου παραγίγνεστε τάχα.
Proconsul, the most comely man in Cyrene.
Oi, tis meizonos afrosinis.
How is our patient?
A babbling fool. Will get no sense from him till I can relieve his pain. Silphium extract will do it.
That Roman weed?
Silphium is our weed, and because of the Romans, it's almost extinct. They process it at the depot north of here.
Which is heavily guarded, I bet.
Should be no problem for one as resourceful as you.
If Diocles was my lover, I would chain him.
Oh! Oh,
Listen, listen!
That poor woman. Flavius has taken her from her husband. Her child.
Saint is the king. Poseidon.
Menno. Nunes headed. Sanguino damnatus!
This area is off limits.
Hey, Yuri Diria! Sei un pedere! Morto e sunt! Ego astendam tibi dolor! Sister, confute! Et gladius meius! Et nunc! State, et io silut! Vedere, et iluc! State, et io silut! Latinum discet blidam dis! Et mortuis sunt!
I should return this wonder cure to the Ramanes.
Λόγος πράξης, αλόγου ανθρώπου. Άνθρωποι νούνα.
Idiodin! Oran vulimi michanesten in Axelectis.
Oh, παιδες! I left my husband for Flavius. If only he would look my way. I would die today if only I could get to see the great Flavius.
If Diocles was my lover, I would chain him to the bed before I let him leave me for Cyrene.
That is because you think of nothing but men. Praxila has her own life here with her clinic.
You are a marvel. I will bring our friend back to his senses. Not that he had that many to begin with.
If I stumble across...
Farewell, Bayak. And watch out for manticores.
Και κατόπιν ουδέποτε ώρα διαφώ.
Have you seen the proconsul? The most comely man in Cyrene, nay, the world!
Oh.
What can I get you? Farewell, then. All right. Useful. Good. All right. Useful. Good. All right. Useful. Good. Useful. Good. All right. Oh. Useful. Good. All right. Useful. Good. All right. Useful. Good. All right. Useful. Good. All right. All right. Useful. Good. No. Serapis, keep you, traveler.
Whoa. Hey, hold on. I should not be seen in this area. Whoa.
One, thank you. You can. There you are.
Whoa.
Pathetic, this will be easy.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
Non lite ivi! Confesso sentiam incorporate! Ed illo! Indannato! Si stay! Non muovere! Ed per classe! Non chiudere! Non teatro!
Whoa.
Si calche i capiti! Di due strati! Servono in più! E non finish, bastardos! Hey, Yuri e Deniat! Prohibe!
Et quid dem cum amicis?
Et ruiendum juve! Listi oblivisci terra!
Et tum fili, bastardos! Secundus, facite iudicium fuere! Tuum animum offenderet! Mitta meum ad infernum! Visvori nunc! Et quid dem cum amicis?
A sepulcro!
Damnum! Tuum animum offenderet!
Force! Ego ludere sordida! Lamus! Pulus! Du! ADD! Sa ev angst! Ha! Jaja Helen!
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Continua! Battere di schifo in avviso!
State!
Indamnatismus! Undam superficies!
Siste! Non muovere! Ultimo sword! Che
Tibi ave! Tibi mané!
Che vos mori vermis!
Quei est infernum! Hoc est futui! Et morto est sunt!
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh. Sister!
I must be careful now.
Oh, Marco
διανέ των δύο περιπλέκτων.
Whoa.
Και θέλω συνεχίζει να έρθει τα
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, no one lives in it.
Whoa.
Non litivi! State! Conquiesco! Senti! Modo! Prohíbe! Dannati fascos! Zitte! Confute! Siste! Non muovere! Ultimum quad! Tentacit! Si canti! Non lite ivi! damnati fatuus! State! Conquiesco! Non le teibi! E tuore! Tu iluk! Tut mi! E nunc! Ziste! Confute! Ultimo cuor! Gentas! Hoc modo! State! Si calce capitis! Ors damnati fatuus! Siste! Non muovere! Non li teivi! State! Et io silud! Prohibe! Et hoc modo! Gladius meus tibi! Siste, house! Qui look, prohibere! No, State! Conquiesco! Heus, Yuri Eteniak! Mi t'avevo all'inferno! Figli, bastardo! Siste! Mi t'avevo all'inferno! Gladius meus tibi! Siste, house! Ultimo fuoco! Prohibere! Tacit! E si carica i capitis! Et non figlis, bastardos! Non teatro!
Eti, Hokmoto! Siste, non muovere!
Quello proibere! E tu
This is heavily guarded. Whoa.
Nunc servat onus descendus! Ora! Ego luderis ordina! Et tuores! Resurus stultus non diu! Ego ostenda tibi dolor!
Whoa.
Non lite ibi!
Whoa.
Quanto queribos!
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
Nolinte ibi!
Whoa.
Siste! Ne tu! Sì!
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Ha! Whoa.
Anduiva! Morzate, bastardos!
بددوك آني خيط
Hey now! There is no escape! You are dead!
Your life is mine!
Yeah.
Whoa. 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 Yeah. 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 Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, force damnati fatuus!
Whoa. Ah! Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Prepare yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
This place, this shrine, sprinkles with divine power. The oracle is drawing me to her. I can feel it.
Morias paraskevazma da dudanestin. Εμβορέων αγγέλευμα δούδο. Ιερού γε αγορεύσει εις αγώνες πάλιος. Είναι αφωνήσαστε βούλη τέλεια.
Κράτη στη ψυχή. How shall I sing of thee, brightly shining one? Rocky Dilos. I have felt your presence in my visions, Eagle. Apollo.
A lake of tears high in the mountains. Apollo means me to find this halo of the Huntress.
Hem Anju.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Ha! Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. The Lake of Tears. And what was the next part? The sun god drove his fist into the mountain.
Non reliquit carerbidi pacem mort del aliter.
Whoa.
Mittame! Curio! Adiuma!
Whoa. Yeah.
Eius, Urietinia! Acuta qui sentiam incorpore! Et illos!
The divine huntress, Cyrene. A crown. This must be the halo from the prophecy. I thank Apollo for this sacred gift. The girl like...
Andiamo, signor! Adiuva! Auxilio!
Whoa. Yeah.
Ego astendam tibi dolor!
State! E io simio!
Culus aduiva! Acciampani! Tentatet!
Oh, gosh. Have to repair that. Oh, damn you!